Hello, this is Blind Camel with Operation Smoking Snakes, turn 9.8 KMT, 9.9 USA. So we have some exciting updates as far as the KMT is concerned. The Japanese have taken Suyuyan, Shantung, Hunan, and Kwangtung, and unfortunately for almost no losses. The smattering of infantry I put there apparently didn't do enough. But anyway, we will continue to fight, and part of that will be yeah, we'll try it. Anyway, we're going to do a massive attack, bringing all of our cavalry through Shenxi. That's very important. Through Shenxi into Suyuyan. These two infantry in Xinghai are going to attack Suyuyan. These cavalry also through Shenxi into Suyuyan. And then the entire 106th and 107th. So in total, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cavalry, 10 infantry, and 1 mountain. And we'll be facing 7 cavalry, a motorized, 2 regular infantry, and a mountain infantry. But anyway, and then we're also going to be attacking Shantung with these 2 infantry as well. But before we do that, now let's go over to our buys. We actually have 12 IPP to spend. We're going to spend all of it on 4 infantry because I'm guessing that we will be using up most of our offensive capabilities and we'll have to switch to defense, especially if this goes south. Alright, so I actually... another unfortunate thing is that there's a river crossing between Shenxi and Suyuyan. Suiyan, I guess we'll call it. Suiyan. But it only, everything else is affected by the mountains of Suiyan, so the only thing it actually affects is the mountain infantry, which will attack on a 1 for the first round only. So we have 10 regular infantry attacking at once. The black dice represent the 2 attacking from Xinghai, because we're going to have to do retreats separately. And then, so we have 8 infantry attacking from Shenzi at a 1, 2 infantry attacking from Xinghai at a 1, 9, which is correct, 9 cavalry attacking from Shenxi at a 2, and then 1 mountain attacking from Shenxi, and for this first round only it will be at a 1. And hopefully we'll get a ton of hits, but mathematically we'll probably get 2 to 3. Alright, so green is at 2, so there's 1 hit there. And that's a 12, that's a 12, that's unfortunate. What's that? Anyway, this was a 12. So anything 10 and above is a retreat. We actually get, thankfully, few of those. So it looks like, so this was a 12, so one of the infantry from Xinghai retreats back to Xinghai. And then this 11, one of the infantry in the 106th, retreats back to Shenxi. And the mountain we don't care. And it actually looks like everything else, it's just those 2 retreats. So all in all, that's actually about as good as we could have hoped for. So 2 infantry retreat, we get 1 hit. I'm assuming he's going to take a cav, but anyway, we'll find out. So in retaliation, the So the mountain infantry gets a +1 bonus to defense from the mountains. So it's going to be 7 at 2, 3 at 4, and 1 at 5. So this will be the Japanese mountain. This will be the 7 cav at 2. This will be the 3 infantry and 1 motorized. And I don't think I need to separate those units for any reason in this combat. So the pink's at 4, the green's at 2, and the blue is at 5. And that's a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 9. Yeah, so only 2 hits. So we'll take them to 2 Chinese infantry. So that's more or less what I expected, so we're going to keep at it. So now the Chinese mountain is attacking at a 2, and we still have all 9 cavalry attacking at 2s. And we only have 1 Singhai infantry, and we have 5 Shensi infantry. So this is what it looks like, and they're all going to roll again. Let's see, so that was a 2, so that's a miss. All right, so that's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits. Yeah, wow. This is a really lucky round. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So that, if my math is correct, that should be all 6 of his remaining cavalry. I assume he wants to take those before the infantry, especially now. And now we start worrying about retreats. So 1 of the cavalry retreats back to Shensi. The mountain we don't have to worry about. And 1 of the infantry retreats back to Shensi. Wow, I knew this was a risky attack. I never thought in a million years that I would get this lucky. So we still have the mountain at a 5, the 2 infantry, and motorized at 4s, and then we still have the 6 cavalry, 6 Japanese cavalry get a retaliation. So green's at 2, pink's at 4, and blue is at 5. Okay, so this, wow, yeah, a lot of hits both sides this round. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, mountain missed, 4, 5, 6. So 6 hits on both sides. Wild. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 Chinese hits. So we're gonna take all. Oh, that's right. I actually had wanted to keep track of casualties. All right, so that's 4 infantry that remained in the fight, and we'll have to take 2 cavalry as well. All right, so now it's 4, well, a mountain, 2 infantry, and a motorized against a mountain and 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cavalry. All right. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So sorry. Oh shoot. Well, yeah. Okay. Sorry. So we'll take the Singhai infantry, which I forgot about, as a casualty, and so it will instead be. So yeah, it's no infantry and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 7 cavalry and 1 mountain, all attacking at 2s against 2 infantry, a motorized, and a mountain. Okay. So 7 Chinese cav yeah, so this we can delete. This we don't need anymore. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 mountain. So the mountain we roll set. They all attack at 2, but the mountain doesn't have to retreat, so we roll it separately. And that is no hits and 2 retreats. So these 2 Cav will go back to Shensi, and we will roll the 4 Japanese units. So 3 in pink at 4, and the mountain at a 5. So that's a 6. It's still 2 hits. We'll take 2 Cav. And the odds are not looking great, but we will attack again. Alright, so we've got 3 Cav and a mountain, all attacking at 2s. Yeah, if we don't, this round isn't lucky, we're just gonna have to give up the fight. Still, at least we killed all those Japanese cavalry. Wow, yeah, we literally missed with everything. And Japanese have got 3 at 4 and 1 at 5. Oh, but yeah, but we didn't have to retreat with anything, so that's good. So probably... Oh, no, they also all missed. Alright, well, we'll keep going, I guess. Come on. 2s, 2s, 2s. Yeah, hey. 2 hits. Presumably these would be the 2 infantry. And then it's 3 at 4 and 1 at 5. Come on, misses. Oh yeah, nothing retreated. Great. Yahoo! Alright. Yep, so nothing retreats. So now it's 3 Cav and a mountain against a mountain and a motorized. So 4 at 2. Come on, 2s. That's all misses, but no retreats. And then blue is 5 and pink is 4. So that's 1 hit. So we'll take another Cav. But, you know, still feeling good. We'll attack one more time. Alright, so 3 at 2. Come on, 2s. Yeah, that's 2 hits. Look at that. So they still get retaliation, 1 at 4, 1 at 5, but they're dead. So we will actually, and we didn't have a retreat, so we will actually take this territory for sure. And they both miss. Alright, excellent. So the 41st is destroyed, and the shoot. Let's try this again. Well, that was awkward. But okay, so all right, so we take Sui Yan with 2 cavalry and a mountain. And in Shensi, the reconstituted 106th is 2 infantry and 3 cavalry. And then in, yeah, we don't need the 107th for now. And then in Qinghai, we have an infantry. All right. So now for a much less dramatic battle. In Shantung, we have 2 Chinese infantry, and they should be attacking at 2s, lucky 2s. Holy crap, we actually got a hit. And no retreats. And so the Japanese infantry will retaliate at 4 and miss. So we take Shantung with, I guess we don't need to mark that. That's already considered our rightful clay, as it always was. Anyway, yeah, so Shantung we take. So that's all to the good. We lost, what did we lose in total? 7 infantry and 4 cavalry to take take Suiyuan, which, the bulk of our army. But we also, for that, killed 6 Japanese cavalry and 6 cavalry, 2 infantry. Where did I hide those? Yeah, 6 cavalry, 2 infantry, and a mountain and a motorized. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 units. Oh, yep. All right. Yeah. Sorry, 7 Japanese cavalry. Yeah, so it wasn't a fair swap, but I would definitely say that that's worth it to the Chinese, to the nationalist Chinese. We got back 3 IPP that the Japanese took from us and took out the majority of their land army in China. I'm sure the retaliation will be swift and brutal, but at least we got one in for the Gipper. All right, so while we're here, so the CCP had no money saved. CCP, KMT had no money saved. We'll have 6 IPP for next turn, so we'll have a little bit to rebuild our depleted regiments, and we're going to put all 4 new infantry into the 106th in Shensi, so that we have some semblance of an army. Yeah, so was it a Pyrrhic victory? Was it a brilliant tactic? Time will tell. Probably much less time than I'm thinking. All right, so that's the KMT turn. Now we get on to the US turn. The US has a lot to do today. Starting with tech rolls. The US has 7 tech rolls. I'm going to do radar, anti-submarine warfare, improved factories, jet fighters, large ship construction, heavy strategic bombers, and strategic rockets. All right, so let's see what we did. All right, so we succeeded on strategic rockets. That goes to stage 3. We succeeded on heavy strategic bombers. We actually complete that tech, which may change my build. Depends on how much a strategic bomber is. We failed large ship. That's unfortunate. We failed jet. That's unfortunate. We succeeded in improved factories, which is great. We succeeded in anti-submarine warfare, which is huge. And we failed radar. So that's... and I had to write this down because I always forget. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. We finished ASW, improved factories, heavy strategic bombers, and strategic rockets. All right, so We also get to roll for our 7. Yeah, I should have kept those dice. But anyway, our 7 Diplo rolls, which Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Liberia, Mexico, Ireland, and Norway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll start with Ireland and Norway. 2 fails. Liberia and Mexico. 2 fails. Brazil, Chile, and Argentina. Yeah, that's unfortunate. 0 for 7 on Diplo. People keep saying that the American Diplo game is too strong, but I'm not seeing it yet. Alright, so now we get to our buys. Let's see. The first thing I have to check is yeah, I guess we're gonna have to check the old-fashioned way because this isn't the right, so it's 11 for a B-29. It seems like a waste to not assume that the regular heavy bomber is also an 11. Yeah. I mean, it does seem like a waste to not build at least one, but how am I going to reshuffle these? Unfortunately, I just don't think I... No, sorry, we have 1 IPP left over, so we won't build attack, and we will build a heavy strategic bomber. Great. So, the US has 76 IPP to spend. We're going to spend all of it. We're going to build 4 stages of battleship, and by my math, we have 8 capital ships in the Pacific, undamaged. The Japanese have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but their fleet carrier is still damaged, to my understanding. And therefore, the US still has a 2-to-1 superiority in undamaged capital ships, and so we still get a Big Blue Fleet, which pairs with improved construction so that it's 4 IPP per stage. So basically we're going to, and I'll just do this now because otherwise I will forget, we move 2 battleships from stage 3 to stage 2, and we're going to put 2 battleships onto the build queue. And yeah, we'll have no money for next turn. And then we're also going to build a B-29 heavy strategic bomber, the Americans' new special unit for version 4.3, attack bomber, 2 fighters. And then we're going to lend lease the FEC a medium armor, the Free French a medium tank, and build a minor factory in Portugal, which next turn we'll be able to build 2 units out of thanks to improved factories. So that all worked out swimmingly. And thank you, Jambaro. You did successfully fix US occupation markers for me. That's a big help. Thank you very much. All right, so US combat move. The US actually does have a few combat moves. First thing is we're going to take our Marine and our infantry, put them back into this transport, and use them to attack Galicia and Leon. The fighter can't scramble because there's no airbase in Madrid, but the heavy cruiser does actually supply a German militia. These so-called ghost militia people complain about. But by moving these 2 guys onto the transport, we do get the chance to bombard, and I was going to do a port attack on these ships, and then I realized I have the chance of capturing them. Why would I do that? So we'll bring out our attack bomber and our fighter from our carrier in Sea Zone A35 to attack. So we get 2 bombards from our 2 battleships at 4. And if these hit, we don't have to worry about anything else. They miss. All right. Then we've got attack at 7. That'll be red. And a fighter at 6. That'll be pink. And those both miss. And then Galicia is mountainous, so we have got 2 attacking at 1. And we got him. All right, and then the militia gets to a rebuttal at a 2. And he misses. Okay. So the Americans take the territory. So America goes up 1, Germany goes down 1. These 2 ships have to return to the American fleet. Sorry, I should have declared my Pacific attack as well, but anyway, hopefully my opponents aren't too worried about that. I just thought about the Atlantic and Pacific separately. Anyway, so we do get to roll for the heavy cruiser and the transport. I believe it's 9 or more. I get them, and actually, I guess technically that's going to be done at the. Well, I don't think it actually matters necessarily. Well, technically this happens at the end of the round. We'll see if I remember. Yeah. So yeah, 1 to 9 scuttled removed from the game, 10 to 12 captured by the attacking player. So these become American at the end of the round. 3 and 9. 10's the cutoff, so they're both destroyed. Which is fine because it would have been. I would have saved me from finding a skeleton crew marker, so that I appreciate. Alright, so that's that. The attacks in the Pacific, I think it's just 1. We're going to move our big blue fleet 1, 2. We're definitely in supply, no worries there. And we're going to see if I remember how I had planned to do all of this. Let's see, so the Marine, the infantry, the other infantry, the mountain, light armor. I guess that's pretty easy to. Oh yeah, it's pretty easy to figure out. That's everything. Yeah, just take everything and use 3 transports, and so we've got 4 infantry class units and a light armor attacking this militia in the Marshall Islands. They're going to be joined by this tack bomber, and I don't think it can reach. It's only got a range of, I think it's 6, but the strategic bomber actually could, because I have long range aircraft, so the strategic bomber has a range of 7. Because I've researched heavy strategic bombers, he can actually join in for carpet bombing, which would be kind of cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can reach, but he can't land anywhere, so never mind that. Yeah, and then these heavy. And then also joining the fleet are these 3 destroyers and this heavy cruiser, as well as this destroyer is going to leave escort duty and link up with the main fleet, because submarine damage is temporary. Losing your entire fleet is forever. So that's right. I guess I forget that anti-aircraft gun can attack in this game. So we'll bring our anti-aircraft gun because might as well. All right. So that's the attack. We've got 4 infantry units attacking in the first round. I believe the AA gun and the light armor can't join. That means we also get 4 bombards at 4. Should have saved some of the dice from the earlier Chinese battle. All right. Oh gosh, how did I end up? No, that's right. Okay. So 4 bombards at 4. If they hit, we don't have to worry about anything else. And we get a hit. So this Japanese militia dies without recourse, and the Americans take the Marshall Islands. So now I need an American occupation marker. Nope. All right, so I think it's the tactical bomber rejoins the fleet. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 for it. No problems there. I think I have to do some better fleet management and army management, but we'll do that offline. Now for non-combat moves. So we have 2 transports here. They're going to take this. Sorry, not that. They're going to take the medium armor, 2 Marines. I guess 2 medium armor and 3 Marines, and bring them to Hawaii. 1 medium armor, 3 Marines in Hawaii. These 2 coastal subs are going to go to Midway. The strategic bomber is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Do I want to do that? No, I guess not. It's going to move. It's going to land in Pearl Harbor. This air transport is going to take an airborne and move him to Pearl Harbor. Yeah, so in San Francisco, we'll still have an airborne and a mountain left. This medium bomber is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also land in Pearl Harbor. On the I don't think we have any non-combat movements on the American side. Yeah, we're going to keep these 2 destroyers on escort duty here, and I think that's everything. All right, so let's start with do place units, and we'll start with Lend-Lease. So we've got 2 Lend-Lease. Start with both of them unfortunately are going to face interdiction rolls, but sometimes risk it, as they say. All right, so the French medium tank's going to go out of the major factory in DC, go 1, 2 to Puerto Rico, and then go 1, 2, 3. So it should go to French Morocco, but before it does, it's actually an interesting question. I believe the Vichy destroyer gets to shoot at it. It's technically American until it hits the... But I think you get to shoot at it anyway. I think that's a new 4.3 thing. Anyway, if we shoot at it and we can't shoot at it, that's easy enough to solve. But anyway, it gets one hit at a 4. That's a 7. So regardless of whether it gets to shoot or not, it misses. The Free French get a medium tank. Hopefully we get so lucky with the FEC. So again, it's going to come out of... it doesn't really matter, but we can say this minor factory... Well, actually, we have extra factory capacity this turn. Doesn't matter. All right, so that is major factory. 1, 2 to Puerto Rico. 1, 2, 3 to this minor port in Ascension. 1 to this minor... So I guess it's minor shipyard. Minor port in St. Helena. 1, 2 to the major port in South Africa. So it goes over this German U-boat here. German U-boat gets an interdiction roll for sure. Misses. There we go. 1 to this major port in Madagascar. And then 1, 2, and goes into Maharashtra. So got lucky there. Yes, we've got a medium armor and 2 infantry in Maharashtra, which is pretty exciting stuff. Okay, so then we will place units. So actually this battleship and this battleship only exist in my imagination, because they're already on the board here. So we will... we have capacity in San Francisco, so we're going to build 2 fighters, a heavy strategic bomber, and a tactical bomber. I should probably make some Air Force markers. Anyway, I'll do that all offline. So anyway, all 4 of these planes, the 2 fighters, the TAC, and the B-29 are all going to go into San Francisco. And this minor factory, as I said before, is going to go into Portugal. And next year, it's going to be 6 months from now, it's going to be able to start producing units. Hopefully that makes the Germans at least a little bit worried. All right. Let us do what I always forget to do at the end of these rounds and actually move the date tracker up. So it is turn 10, January 1941. And also get the one on the other side of the board. So, yeah, no... The Axis early advantages are drying up, and hopefully the Allies can fight back despite the heavy losses we've taken. Anyway, this is Blind Camel signing off.